Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to some more Alone in the Dark. So we got back from the steamboat, and now we're supposed to head towards Dr. Gray's apartment, which should be down the hall and around the stairs, somewhere we have not been yet. I do not know why the whole screen is purple, but I'm sure all will be explained soon. Oh, okay, and the door's open for me, so yeah, this is weird. Alright, so this should be his apartment. Do not disturb. Cutscene time.
Detective, am I glad to see you. Lock the door, will you? I don't think Dr. Gray would appreciate us snooping around.
What's going on here? This feels so strange.
Oh, so we're doing old school style, like old Resident Evil or the old Alone in the Dark. Locked camera. False book. Miss of the Golden Fleece.
Have you found anything?
What? Yeah, I've seen some things.
Okay. Let me know if there is anything you want to talk about.
What's with the sexy 80s music here? Oh wait, what did that say? Detective Carnby felt removed from himself like driving drunk. He carefully tried to navigate his environment. What the hell was going on? Was he finally losing his mind? At least Emily was here to call the police if he went off the deep end. That's pretty meta.
There's a book missing.
What did you do?
I was just rearranging the books.
Well, come on, let's check it out.
Okay, is that everything for this room? It still says it's pink. Toy talisman.
Hey.
Is anything over here? Oh, looks like I can't go beyond. Alright.
I think I'm beginning to
This
understand.
is so trippy.
Dr. Gray is dealing
This
with
is like
some
a whole
kind
other
of
game.
mass delusion.
So I can't go back towards
What were you saying
that.
about mass delusion?
Derceto seems to have a deranging effect on people living close by. It has a history of creating cults devoted to some nature goddess. Even the name Derceto refers to the cult existing here before the Civil War. Derceto was the name of an ancient fertility goddess worshipped in Syria. Dr. Gray and his friends, however, seem to prefer the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, or Shub-Nigroth. And that name can only have come from my uncle's twisted mind.
Okay. Can I go in here? Wait. Oh, it's so hard to control.
Huh. Has that been there this whole time?
Furniture key. Oh, it's so difficult to control. No, 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 no.
Good to finally meet you, Mr. Hartwood. I'm here on the behalf of your brother Philip. You were expecting me, weren't you?
Yes, you're from Derceto, no?
That's right. I just wanted to ask you a few questions to see if there is anything I can do to help you and your family.
Okay.
I understand you're full of imagination. You make up a lot of things.
I suppose.
And you obsess over them, blurring reality and fiction.
Sometimes.
Do you want to tell me about the Dark Man?
No. No, I don't.
That's all right. Perhaps there is something else you can tell me. Something you know to be made up, but you hold dear.
Juan?
John? Who's John?
No. Juan Luis Jorge. Oh, wait there a moment. Here, take a look.
Is he... Oh, he is the author.
Alright.
That mark on the floor looks like talisman positions, but from which direction should I look at it?
The Snake Dagger, a monograph by Yael Klein. In Ludwig Prin's book on pagan rituals called The Mystery of the Grave, as translated by Nicholas Vachy, there are several references to a sacrificial dagger called the Snake Dagger. It has long been thought of as a poor translation of the original text, that it would be more appropriate with worm dagger from the Latin vermis cultrum. This seems natural following the recent consensus that the original title of Prin's book, De Vermis Mysteris, should literally translate to the mystery of the worm. However, this would take away from Vachy's great effort at translating the underlying meaning of the words and revealing several cultural beliefs. While Prin certainly was using the term worm as a symbol or synecdoche for death and the dead, which is made clear by the contents of the book, in the case of the dagger, we shouldn't be too hasty to dismiss his translation. Reading through Vachy's correspondence with his patron, it appears that he had more than just the Latin text at his disposal. Vachy had dug up Prin's living relatives and uncovered several cross-referenced historical texts and an actual snake dagger. The dagger was dated to the early Middle Kingdom of Egypt and had such a clear shape of a wave that Vachy considered calling it the sinusoidal blade. Knowing the full story, it seems prudent that he chose to translate it as snake and not worm. There are several reasons why this choice of word helps us understand the pagans that Prin's book attempts to describe.
Oh, I hear phone ringing.
You think all of them are in this cult business? Even Jeremy?
I'm not sure any of them have a choice at this point. We just need to find a way to stop all of this.
Okay. I gotta get that phone, that's annoying.
Hello?
Detective Convy.
Who is this? Jeremy?
Jeremy is with the Dark Man. You can't save him.
Well, I've done everything he wanted so far, and there's just one more thing on the list. I expect him to keep his promise and return Jeremy unharmed.
Get out, Detective. While you still can.
Investigate the broken clock. Oh, hold on, is that a clock pattern? Oh, that's cool. 8 o'clock. Alright, let's go back
You
and
okay?
look at that.
You look a little frazzled.
Just stupid telephone.
I know. I tried calling the police earlier. The telephone is completely dead.
It's not... Yeah, no, the telephone isn't working.
Alright. Oh,
Miss Hartwood, I think you're gonna want to see this.
Is there something in the closet?
closet's
Yeah,
open.
there is. You don't see the very obvious gate leading to whatever Jeremy's madness is serving up next?
I don't understand. Are you making some kind of fashion metaphor? I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. Can you just tell me what you're doing?
You don't see this. It's fine. It's fine. Catch you later.
Are you going inside the closet?
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
No. Do what you think is right, detective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Goodbye, Miss Hartwood.
Yeah, this is a weird game. I feel like everything's just in my own head. Okay, now where are we? Looks like the ship, but it's all frozen. Flare gun. Oh, that's cool. So how do I... Oh, you hold it. Okay. Light your way. Anything else around here? Pickaxe, yes. Shallow offering.
We found the ancient stellarium perched on a cliff facing the Arctic Ocean after a day of sailing due north of the Eskimo encampment. Jacob van Ostadte was our most keen member of the expedition. He had been chasing down the source of a peculiar type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the natives on the northeast coast of Greenland. The site was a remarkable find for any explorer, and we were all enraptured in our search for enlightenment and meaning. The surviving architecture seemed almost unearthly in origin and astonishingly sophisticated. The metal Jacob was searching for was abundant, almost ubiquitous. We were so taken by our find that we were surprised by the sun falling below the horizon. As we quickly picked up our gear, ready to head back to our camp, Jacob van Ostadte declared that he wanted to stay. He was adamant. We begged him to reconsider. The night would be getting colder by the hour, and we feared for all our safety. Jacob refused, threatening us with violence if we wouldn't leave him alone. As the snowfall turned heavier, we left him there on his own. The next day, the weather became worse, and we had to spend hours enforcing our shelter as our tents became increasingly useless. The group had written off Jacob, thinking he must be dead. I had an urge to make one final attempt to save him, so I headed out as darkness fell with a handful of flares and headed toward the coast and up the climb towards the stellarium. That's when I saw him, transfixed by a burning sky, that celestial lantern. Jacob keeled over and let out a painful shriek that struck me with such fear and pity. He was crying in agony, for the cold weather had ravaged his flesh. I called out to him, and he turned to face me. His vacant stare held me in place like a needle through a butterfly, and he said, "You must leave now, Ashtan. Go, and never come back." And
Hey, you! What are you doing here? What is this place?
Turn back, detective. You're not wanted here.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm not your enemy.
Oh, you're wrong, detective. You're wrong.
Man, that guy was tanky. Alright. Sacrificial dagger. No.
Of course, the Taurus.
Oh,
I figured you wouldn't want
huge.
your stars aligned, Jeremy, or maybe that is what you need to temper that mania of yours.
Okay, he's got tentacle arms.
God's sake, stay dead, will you?
Dude, no time. Dude, stop chasing me. Oh my god. Come on, man. Am I supposed to do something? Okay. No. Why can't I shoot? Oh my god. Jeez. What the heck? Alright, so when he's down I gotta attack him.
God's sake, stay dead, will you?
like that. That was a full-on boss fight. That's trippy. Sideways through the hole.
Jeremy?
I think that was like the lobotomy for Jeremy.
Aren't you happy? Stupid charlatan. What more do you want from me? You want me to lose my mind?
Oh, my lord! Doctor! Baptiste! Quick!
Jesus. What were you thinking, compadre?
What is happening? Well, that was a long chapter. Alright, chapter 5. I think this is the last one. They gotta explain what the hell is happening in this game. I am feeling as lost and as crazy as Carnby. Is this one of those things where I'm actually a patient?
You awake? You are awake. Mr. Conby's up.
Hey, buddy. I thought you'd be knocked out for the rest of the night. Come on out and join us, will you? I'll save you some gumbo.
Good to have you back. You gave us all a good scare.
What happened?
You had a psychological breakdown. Sorry for manhandling you, but you were being violent.
You stabbed Jeremy and then punched Dr. Gray.
Are they... okay?
Jeremy's a little strange, but everything's back to normal.
Really?
All thanks to you, combat. You want to try standing up?
Well, if it isn't the hero of the day. How are you feeling, Detective?
Never better. How about you two? Hey, Jeremy, I didn't do too much damage, did I? Things are fine. Very quiet. What's up with him?
Did I lobotomize him?
No. You see, despite you having the finesse of a one-eyed butcher, you managed to lobotomize dear Jeremy.
Oh, jeez.
I did what?
It's actually quite impressive. It's not like I hadn't considered it myself. I just wish Jeremy could have been helped without reducing his personality to that of an oyster.
But he's gonna live.
Of course. As long as someone keeps feeding him, he'll outlive the best of us.
Oh, that's super depressing. So you helped Jeremy by lobotomizing him by mistake during a psychiatric break. Oh my god. Alright, so... I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. Looks like we got some dialogue with some people. So we will continue the next one at the beginning of chapter 5. Talk to everybody and possibly wrap the game up. I'm not sure how much is left. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Alone in the Dark.